So today we are learning about the percent proportion. So a couple of things we need to know in the first place. There are some code words that kind of help us figure out where different things go. If you see something is a certain number, that's going to be telling us that it is the part of something. And if you see something is something of, that's going to give me the whole number after the word of. Usually. That doesn't always work, but it does most of the time. And then a little key, if you see part, that is represented by the letter A, whole is represented by the letter W, and percent is represented by the letter P. So a couple of things we need to understand. The key idea of this percent proportion is that you can write this proportion and it can represent A is P percent of W, or a part is P percent of a whole. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. We're going to try some of these out. So here we have, I wrote the little proportion in the site so we can refer to it. And the percent proportion, the ratio of a part of something to the whole is equal to the percent written as a fraction. So when I come over here and I look at this, it says, what is 24% of 160? There was one of those code words. We now know that 160 is going to be put into the whole spot. So I end up with A, or the part, out of 160, because that's my whole, is equal to 24%. 24% is represented by 24 out of 100. All right, so I'm trying to find A. So I already know how to solve proportions. I'm just going to do cross multiplication. That means I'm going to multiply A times 100, and I'm going to multiply 160 times 24. And when I do that, I end up with 100 A equals 3,840. But I'm not done yet because I still don't have that A isolated or by itself. So now I need to divide both sides by 100 to get my answer. So when I do that, I divide them both by 100 and I get A is equal to 38.4. So now I know what my part is. 38.4 is 24% of 160. So let's move on to the next one. 4 is 15% of what number? This time we did 4 is, meaning we have the part. So we have 4 out of W. We don't know what W is right now. Is 15 out of 100, or 15%. Once again, I'm going to just go ahead and cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply 15 times W and 4 times 100. And I will get 15W is equal to 400. The W still is not by itself, so I will need to divide by 15. And once I do that, it equals W is 26.6. So 4 is 15% of 26.6. All right, now you're going to go ahead and try one on your own. So I would like you to try what is percent of 15 is 12. Notice that this time I am looking for the percent, so I do not know that part yet. So go ahead and pause this video, try it on your own, and then when you have finished, go ahead and start the video back up and see how you did. All right, so let's walk through this one. You were to find out what the percent was. So you did know the part was 12, and the whole was 15. And we knew it was equal to whatever the percent's going to be out of 100, okay? And this time it was a little bit easier because of the way it's set up. All I had to do is multiply by 100 on each side. I could have done cross products. That would have worked as well. And I end up with P is 80. So 15, so 12 is 15% of, no, 12 is 80% of 15. Sorry, my mouth was not working right. All right, so let's go ahead and try another one on our own. So go ahead, pause the video, and then you can check and see if you got it right. All right, so this time you were trying to figure out what the part was. So you just go ahead, plug it all in, and you should have ended up with A is 18. The part is 18. So 18 is 36% of 50. I hope this helps you out, and good luck on your assignment. Bye.